everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. I'm Andrew Rhodes, and the world did not come to an end. Yeah. Conspiracy theorists, 0. Rational thinkers, what are we up to now? 6? I don't know. But anyway, it's a long story. They said the world was going to end, and it didn't come to an end. But I'm still here, and the podcast is still here because I have nowhere else to be. And because I care about my fans, but I mostly have nowhere else to go. But anyway, let's talk about what topics I'm going to have this week. I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the upcoming death battle between McGruff the Crime Dog and Smokey the Bear. Yeah, you're going to enjoy this. The Anohana meets Sword Art Online in a newly announced 7 Senses of the Reunion anime coming out. This is actually kind of cool. YouTube is rolling out sponsorships monetization feature for gamers. Yeah. Fullmetal Alchemist anime director isn't a fan of live action casting. Hallelujah! Someone else agrees with me finally. Evil or Live, the series about rehab for net addicts, is premiering on October 10th. You can experience Fist of the North Star as never before seen in a bilingual ebook. Yeah, okay. Nintendo's Iwata, who you may remember passed away some time ago, will be honored with a once-a-year unlockable Nintendo Switch game. Bandai Namco Entertainment has revealed a new Sword Art Online replication VR game, and Walmart wants access to your fridge. I'll explain about that when I get to it. Maybe there's more, maybe there's less. But anyway, you know the standard drill at this point in time. A-Roads 2012 on eBay. A-Roads-2012 on eBay. For all of your oddity collectible needs, like trading cards, weird things that may have been popular like in the 90s, just interesting stuff, or just something that you might need that I might have. Hey, one person's trash is another person's treasure, and I hold true to that. Well, you can check it out all on my eBay page, A-Roads-2012 on eBay. It's all lowercase, by the way. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at OtakuRoads, which is a lot of fun. So, how'd this week go? Let's start off how we usually start off. How was your week, Andrew? Well, my week was fan-frickin-tastic. Still having some minor internet issues. Have been complaining to Verizon for a while now, which is my internet, so there's the internet people that I get it from. Because it's only like one of 7 places where I live where you can get it from, so you can easily narrow it down. So, here, spoiler alert, it's Verizon, okay? Spoiler alert. Still having some minute issues. I'm trying my damnedest to fix them and try to get them to either help or acknowledge that it's on their end, because I'm running out of things for it to be on my end really quickly. Otherwise, things have been kind of quiet. My grandfather is still in the hospital, though he's over at a rehabilitation hospital now to try to get his strength back up so he can come home. And the goal for that is Tuesday. So that's a good thing. So he should be coming home early next week. But otherwise, I've mostly just been watching some Roku, maybe a couple DVDs, and taking some naps. Some well-deserved, I work my part-time job at 5 in the morning naps. Otherwise, things have been going pretty good. I do have some Andrew Rants videos that are going to be coming up later this week. I did have some recorded. I just have not gotten a chance to actually sit down, edit them into a video form, and put them up on YouTube. And, yeah, I just haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. It's one of those, I want to do it, I keep forgetting to do it, and by the time I realize I got to do it, I run out of time, and I got to, either go to sleep or I have something else that I have to do. So, they are coming up. I am not forgetting about that. So, there are new Andrew Rants videos a-coming. But yeah, otherwise this week's been pretty good. But I got a lot of stuff to talk about this week in the podcast, and I don't even know where to begin with it. But we'll find out, and let's roll the dice and see what happens next here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Alright, so let's talk about this Anohana meets Sword Art Online. Newly announced 7 seasons of the Reunion anime. It's a light novel imprint. They've announced plans for a TV series, anime adaptation of the 2015 series written by Noritake Tao. And I know I probably mispronounced that. I apologize. And illustrated by Boota. I'm not kidding. It's Boota. But anyway, it's coming out. The premise is described, and this is what the premise is. And stop me if this sounds familiar to anybody. The premise is described as follows. In the popular MMORPG world Union, there existed a legendary party. Its name was Subaru. This party, made up of a group of childhood friends and elementary schoolers, exceeded the limits of the game with their various senses. However, due to an incident which resulted in a death, Union ended its service, and the group of childhood friends went separate ways. 6 years later, high schooler Haruto logged into the new Reunion and reunited with a single girl. What the hell do I pronounce this? Ashi, or Asahi, I guess. Asahi. One of the old Subaru party members, with his childhood friend who should have died 6 years ago. Is she a digital ghost or dun dun dun? So this is my question. Why does this sound familiar? Well, they're saying it's Sword Art Online meets what was it again? Anohana meets Sword Art Online. No, I'm kind of thinking this is more like Dot Hack is screwing the laws of physics here. This is like Dot Hack shit. Like Dot Hack R2. And I'm going from that because the entire premise of Dot Hack R2 was there was a major fire at the server that hosted The World, which was an online MMORPG that basically resulted in everybody's character data being wiped out. Which, by the way, if you're a gamer and there's an MMORPG out there that you play and all of a sudden you find out in like the news that there was a fire at the server farm and they lost everything. Like, all your character data is gone. First off, that's a sad day because all those hours you spent playing with friends basically are just memories now because none of it exists. Which sucks. But anyhow, this new series, it seems to me like a major kiss-off to anime fans that actually like gaming stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I like video game-based anime titles. Believe me, I really do. However, this kind of seems strange to me in the fact that it's sort of like a sequel, yet it's not a sequel. So, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting a bad vibe with this one, taking that I really like video game-based anime titles. I mean, I love Dot Hack. I love Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight, R2. There was a Dot Hack standalone OVA movie. That's name escapes me, and what's sad is that I sold that on eBay, and I went through hell and back to make sure that the buyer got it. Oh, Christ. It's skipping my mind, and it's bugging me. Can't think of it. But anyway, there was that. There's a whole bunch of other video game-based ones. You have Sword Art Online. What was that one that I watched? No. Crap. The one with Shino and the other guys, they're all part of this world that you're all basically stuck together, and the name of it now really does... Log Horizon! There it is, Log Horizon. I knew it would come to me if I started rolling it in my head quick enough. Log Horizon was a good one. So there's like a ton of video game-based anime titles out there. This one, to me, all of a sudden seems like it's sort of a... have we gone too far in this? Now, I know I talked about last week how Sword Art Online is supposed to be getting a third season, which, frankly, it does need. I won't argue that. However, to me, it also kind of seems like a sort of thing there. Where it's like, I'm happy Sword Art Online is getting a third season, but now we're starting to get into there's more video game-based anime series coming out, And I'm starting to get a little cringy now with the, well, we're getting too much of a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I like, video game based anime titles. I'm not starting to like the fact that we have so many of them that are starting to come out of the woodwork. It's like one every like 6 months or something would be nice, or one every like year and a half. It's like one genre is going to start to overshadow the other genres, and then before you know it, we're literally just going to be swimming in it. And while, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing, it does annoy me to a point, because you're basically ostracizing another genre in order to make more of one particular one. At least that's the way I feel about it. But then again, I could be wrong. I mean, what the hell? I'm not the world's smartest person. If I was, I would be standing on a mountaintop answering questions for $5 a pop. I'm not the world's smartest person. I only can go with the knowledge and the feelings that I have. So, yeah, on that. But anyway, Volume 6, though, of this, I'm guessing the light novel, I'm assuming, scheduled for a September 20th release, so that would have came out earlier this week. So, yeah, I say check it out online, first off. Don't invest in the paperback if you don't like it. Like, read up synopsis of it. Check it out online. See if it's something that interests you first before investing the cash and buying it. That's one of the main things I have with stuff like this, is that if it seems weird, look it up first. Do some research, and then, pick it up if you really want it. But as far as this is concerned, like I said, it almost seems like they're ripping off Dot Hack, like all the Dot Hacks. They're ripping off, it almost seems, I want to say someone like Log Horizon to a little bit, and definitely a little SAO. So, yeah, because you got an incident which resulted in a death. That could easily be Dot Hack and SAO. And you just have a whole bunch of other stuff going on here. So, don't get me wrong, it sounds interesting, but at the same time, it sort of seems like a weird, why are we getting this all of a sudden? So I just don't understand that. And what's hilarious, though, is that this was written... Yeah, okay, it was a 2015 series that was written by Noritake Tao and illustrated by Buta. But it's just strange that it's now almost 2018, because you figure, okay, we got, how many months left to go till the end of the year? Let's face it, we're now getting into the home stretch here of 2017. So yeah, it's easy to see, okay, this thing's almost like 3 years old. Why is it now becoming an anime series? I just don't understand that. But anyway, it, like I said, sounds interesting. It's a little weird in my opinion, but then again, everybody's opinion's different, and that's a good thing. So yeah, check it out if you want to. Don't have any information as to when the TV anime adaptation is coming out. But yeah, look into that. Might be interesting. You never know. Even I don't know. I mean, it might really be good. For all I know, it could be great. Alright, let's talk about Death Battle. Oh, wonderful Death Battle hosted by Wiz and Boomstick. You two make me laugh, make me cry, and make me really think about characters in fictional media. But this time around, I think Death Battle's bitten off a little more than they can chew. Their upcoming battle is McGruff the Crime Dog. Now, this is way popular if you were in, like, the 90s. You would remember this thing tremendously. So it's McGruff the Crime Dog versus Smokey the Bear. Now, for those of you who don't know, Smokey the Bear is the one that always comes out on those PSAs that you see on television, usually during educational programming, that says, only you can prevent, and at first it was forest fires, and now it's wildfires. So either way, only you can prevent the forest from being destroyed by fire. Okay? Either way. But you have McGruff the Crime Dog is taking on Smokey the Bear in this upcoming death battle. And they've basically did what they do all the time. It's like, okay, this is Contender A. Here's the stats and information, which you're going to get in the actual death battle video anyway. It's just to whet the people's appetites. And same thing with Contender B. They put Contender A out on one week, Contender B out on the other week, then the third week is the battle itself. But the upcoming battle should be coming this coming week if I'm not mistaken. And first off, I want to stress this. You're having a goddamn bloodhound in a trench coat going up against a bear. We're not talking a chihuahua here. We're not talking a poodle. We're talking a bloodhound going up against the bear. The bear is going to end this. Unless this is going to be like that Vegeta versus Mewtwo sort of battle where you're just going to be doing this just to make a laughing stock out of it and just like alert awareness of these two characters that they still exist. Yeah, I'll understand that. But here's the thing. What it basically seems like to me is that you've either A, run out of ideas, or B, you're digging at the bottom of the barrel for two things that you just wanted to just throw out there and see what would happen. But honestly, a bear? I mean, Smokey the Bear's got his freaking shovel. So not only is he going to completely steamroll McGruff the Crime Dog, he's going to pretty much dig up the ground and make a lovely burial plot for him at the same time. I mean, McGruff the Crime Dog, and they're going, well, if it's like a regular bloodhound, okay, you have a talking dog versus a talking bear. First off, we're now officially into the cartoon fiction of the world. Second off, I don't see this ending the way people want it to. If people are out there going, McGruff the Crime Dog's gonna win, let's first off go over on the fact that you're pitting two creatures that actually have real-life counterparts that they're based on against each other. A bear and a bloodhound. I don't see this, and this is a no-brainer. Honestly, a bear will take out the bloodhound with ease. Oh, well, the bloodhound can run a certain amount of speed. The bear has to swing one swing of its arm, and it's done. That dog will not get back up. I guarantee it. But it's still going to be an interesting battle, to say the least. You got Smokey the Bear taking on McGruff the Crime Dog. And I always liked McGruff the Crime Dog's little PSAs that always came on in the afternoon when I was watching my afternoon shows on Fox. Way back in the 90s. Let's take a little time traveling trip back to the 90s where little Andrew was watching Power Rangers and The Tick and all of his other weird Saturday morning shows that they sometimes have on in the afternoons to pad 2 hours. I'm watching this, and the first thing that's coming to my mind is, wow, this is cool. Then you have the commercials, and one of the last commercials before the show would always come back would usually be McGruff the Crime Dog. Help take a bite out of crime. He did one years ago about bullying. He did one about drugs. One if you see your neighbor's house getting robbed. If you see something illicit going on, what you have to do. He's basically the world, at least the country's #1 authority on, hey, you really got to start, observing the area and the world around you. You need to report if you see something suspicious going on. Who cares if you're going to be wrong? You report it anyway. It might be true. That's what I get from that. But then you also have Smokey the Bear, whose, first off, backstory is very tragic. I don't want to get into it. If you want to see it, check it up. Check out the Death Battle YouTube channel. I think it's Screw Attack, Check out their YouTube channel. You'll see it, the contenders, bios, and everything else for this upcoming battle. But yeah, Smokey the Bear, who has basically for years been pitching only you can prevent. At first, like I said, it was forest fires, and now it's wildfires. But you honestly have two mascots going up against each other. First off, they should be working together because technically you're observing a forest fire. Hey, report the forest fire, and then if it's small enough, try to put it out. Like I'm saying, like somebody didn't extinguish their campfire and there's nobody around. Just grab some dirt, throw the dirt on top of it, and take care of it. If it's a fully engulfed, there are 16 trees on fire, get the hell out of there. Don't even bother at that point. Call the fire department, call somebody else at that point. But you have these two characters that are supposed to be working with each other in the grand scheme of things, if you think about it. And they're going up against each other. Why? I don't know. Is it going to be entertaining? I sure as hell hope so, because otherwise this is going to be a massacre, and that dog is going to go down in 30 seconds. I mean, okay, so McGruff had like a really cheesy show. I do know that. But still, there's nothing that these two characters have that are going to be like game changers. The bear is literally going to end this. And I really want to guess this at like less than a minute. I'm thinking this bear is going to end this. This is going to be one of the shortest death battles in the history of death battle. I have to admit this. I don't see this being dragged out 3-4 minutes. I see this literally being maybe 2 minute at tops fight. And that's basically the dog, that's basically McGruff literally trying to beat Smokey the Bear, and Smokey the Bear just taking one claw, it's done. But like I said, worst case scenario, this is just going to be one of those, oh, we're both on the same side, why are we doing this sort of fights? Like Vegeta and Mewtwo teaming up against the greater threat. And that was a really short death battle, by the way. Or like the really crappy Deadpool versus, what was it, Rainbow Sparkle? Where it basically was, they just broke the fourth wall and literally broke death battle. So it could be something like that, or it could just be really, really unnerving. But anyway, check it out. It should be coming out sometime this week. I'm just really hoping it's not going to end really, really badly like it should. But, oh, God, this could just be a complete massacre. Poor McGruff the crime dog. The Absolutely Completely Random Podcast is taking a very short break. I need to stretch and do a couple other things. I'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Andrew Rhodes here from the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. You know, after a long day at my part-time job, and sometimes after recording my podcast for you, my fans, I often find myself thirsty. And that's when I usually reach for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. You know, Dr. Pepper is really great. Its 23 sensuous flavors really dance on your tongue, especially as you're drinking it. It's not really a root beer or a soda. It doesn't know what it is, but boy is it good. So if you're ever thirsty and you're in the mood for one, pick up a Dr. Pepper. I would say you could trust me, but I'm not really a doctor. I'm just a fan. And no, Dr. Pepper did not sponsor this in any way, shape, or form. I just wanted to say how much I love Dr. Pepper. Alrighty. So who out there remembers the beloved Nintendo president Satoru Iwata? Well, remember, he passed away in 2015. Since then, fans and game developers alike have expressed their appreciation for the man that ushered in gaming innovations, such as the Nintendo DS, and introduced motion control to games with the Nintendo Wii. No, I'm not touching any of the problems or lawsuits or any of that stuff. This is a somber topic, so back off. Fair warning. I'm just stressing this, okay, but don't bring into this the whole, oh, well, they got sued and all that. I don't want to hear it. This is a somber thing. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. I'm reading it right off the article. Bite me. So, Iwata's colleagues at Nintendo are no exception, as players recently discovered an homage to Iwata hidden in the code for the Nintendo Switch console. Of course, he's still living on years after his death. The first sign, along with the time console hackers, weren't sure what it was. Was an emulator for Flog discovered within the system? Okay. Weren't sure what it was. Was an emulator for Flog discovered within the system? Okay, I read that wrong. My apologies. A user named Satoru on the GBA temp console hacking forums posted a story in late July, albeit with no proof about returning to his Switch console after putting it down, only to discover it was running the NES game Golf. This helped spark a speculative hunt after it was discovered that Flog was indeed an emulator for Golf. Oh shit, Sherlock, it's Golf spelled backwards! By inquiring minds inquiring minds wanted to know how to get the game to run legitimately. And why was it there? Speculation ran rampant, but eventually forum poster Yellow's 8 discovered the answer by analyzing the code, and they discovered is the game is a shrine of sorts to Iwata. Golf will play on July 11th only, the date of Iwata's passing. It was July 11th, 2015, by the way, for those of you that can't figure it out. The console owners can't trick it by manually setting the date. If a Switch console has ever accessed the internet, it knows the real date. Players must then motion Iwata's signature bow from his Nintendo Direct appearances while holding the controllers. The console will say a voice clip of Iwata saying Chokusetsu, a phrase he often started the Nintendo Direct streams with, and it translates to directly. The 1984 golf game was created by Iwata during his time at HAL Laboratories. Some have surmised that even if Switch owners never discovered golf's existence on the console, it still serves its purpose as an omari or good luck charm. So that's actually kind of cool. And I guarantee you now a lot more people are going to go out there and buy the Switch just to see this, but they got to wait till July 11th. Which, yes, it's sad, but it's going to be something that's going to be pretty cool to see people probably taking videos of that and putting it up on YouTube on July 11th and 12th. Like, look, Iwata's come back to life to greet us and thank us for buying a Nintendo Switch and supporting the company. Yes. And it was a sad day, though, when he died because it was brought to everybody's attention. I found out about it, like, on the 16th. I think it was, like, a Sunday he died. And I know I saw the article then that Monday, and I was like, holy crap. And the name didn't click right away for me, and then I remembered it. I know that there was a Facebook page that was taking any and all comments and sayings from people about, what they thought about Iwata and all the great things that he did for Nintendo. They were putting it into a book and sending it over to Iwata's family. And I know that they said something about how we will let everybody know, comments in that when they get back, if they send any. I never heard anything back from that, but I did throw a comment in there about, I like the Game Boy Advance. I love the GameCube. And those were both Nintendo products, so it's like, so thank you, Iwata. I mean, a lot of great stuff came out of this. I personally remember a picture, and I still have it yet. I saved it. I know it was on Facebook. I saved the image as just so I could hold on to it so I wouldn't have to lose it like in the feeds of time. And I have it yet, and it's really great looking. It's a literal thing. It's really cool. It's Iwata laying on a bed of flowers. It's a cartoonish anime style, so don't get like all grossed out or something. And you have all the characters bringing the 1-ups and the revives. You have Mario with the 1-up mushroom, Kirby with the 1-up tomato, Pikachu with the revive, and a whole bunch of other characters just bringing stuff to try to bring him back to life. It's just so cool. Like, we brought you this to bring you back. Why don't you want to come back? It's just very touching and very, very beautifully made. But anyway, that's going to be interesting to see, though, on July 11th, to see if, to see people to actually do this. So that's going to be pretty neat. But this way, you think about it, he is basically entombed in time. Because I don't think Nintendo's planning any more consoles after the Switch. If they do, it's probably just going to be something that's like an upgrade, and this thing will probably still be in it. But I just get a kick out of how nobody figured out that flog is golf spelled backwards. Seriously? I mean, honestly, look at golf and then just spell golf backwards. It's flog. F-L-O-G. Wow. But it's kind of cool. So, yeah. I mean, I don't have a Switch. If I did, I would do this. I would bow like Iwata did on July 11th and see what happens. But yeah, that sounds really cool and really interesting. That's a really beautiful way to immortalize the man who helped Nintendo in its darkest hour. At least what I believe to be was its darkest hour. If only he could have stopped the Nintendo Wii U, then, well, things would be a lot better for Nintendo. Okay, if anybody out there has never heard of Fist of the North Star, well, first off, stop the podcast right now. Immediately Google search it, and then while you're at it, just lightly tap your head against the screen for not knowing it. For those of you that do know it, first off, congratulations. I've actually read about it from another manga. I've never actually read it myself, but I do know about it. So, you can experience Fist of the North Star as never before with a bilingual ebook. Now, for those of you that don't know what an ebook is, or if it's even relevant anymore, I mean, the only people that I know that even do them are Barnes & Noble and Amazon. So, yeah, it might still be relevant, but just in case, an ebook is basically what it sounds like, an electronic book. Mostly just download it to your tablet or your Kindle or whatever piece of crap you have that you can read the books on. Usually I think the majority of them are like Kindle and that, because I think Amazon and Barnes & Noble have a backdoor deal on that whole thing. I don't know. I'm really not going to get into it. But anyway, all 18 volumes of Fist of the North Star, plus a bonus episode titled He Who Rides With Me, will be available both in Japanese and English for the first time in a special ebook. The Fist of the North Star innovative ebook Kickstarter campaign began on September 12th, reaching its funding goal in just 7 hours. As of September 21st, a whopping 18 million yen has been pledged by more than 600 backers, over six times the original goal of 3 million. So first off, kudos. That just tells you Fist of the North Star still holds some true strength this day and age. And like I said, I've never read it. Personally, I have heard of it. So it's not really that difficult. You can see clips of, the manga being read. There's like small panel clips and that. You can find them all on YouTube. So it's not like, oh, he's just talking out of his ass. No, I have not read it all personally, but I have heard about it. So I do know about it. It is very good. So, Fist of the North Star was serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump from September 1983 and went on to run for approximately 5 years. So it ended before I was born. Following Kenshiro, the successor to Assassination Art, Hokuto Shinken, or Fist of the North Star. The series enjoyed huge popularity in Japan and has sold over 100 million copies. It has also been adapted into a TV anime series as well as a number of anime films and OVAs. However, I heard that the manga was still one of the better things to watch. That's why I said I have not read the manga. I have seen some of it in clip form, and I do know about it because Fist of the North Star was mentioned multiple times in Bakuman, and you all know how I feel about Bakuman. I love that. I own the entire series. Currently working on watching the whole anime series. 75 episodes spread over 3 seasons. It takes a long time. So, here's what this Kickstarter says here, though. But anyway, set to begin shipping in February of next year, the new ebook. First off, how do you ship an ebook? An ebook. How do you ship that? You basically put it up online and say, ebooks available for downloading. Set to begin shipping? Okay, it's a little weird. Promises to deliver this classic manga in a way that truly immerses readers into the story. Features include a 2-page display format that will showcase the double-page spreads with maximum impact. A high-resolution e-ink screen for ultra-high image quality. And function to switch instantly from Japanese to English and vice versa. Okay. Now, if only a majority of other E-style manga could do that, I could actually see what happened at the end of Aiken. I still want to know. I own it in Japanese, but I can't read kanji! But anyway, best of all, for those who are in danger of running out of space for all those manga, magazines, and volumes stacked up, this ebook gives you the original 18 volumes plus the extra episode in one compact volume. However, there's no need to worry about compromising the feel of a real book, as the body is actually made of paper and even comes with a cover that makes it like a regular manga volume. Plus, the ebook will require no downloads to enjoy the content. Simply insert 4 AAA batteries and start reading. Whoa! Okay. So that's actually kind of cool. So they decided to take the ebook an entirely different way. Okay. I can get it on with that. Okay. So basically it's like one of those crappy little storybooks that you would get for a preschooler. Okay. And I mean like one of those really annoying ones that take like the little button cell batteries and you just, like the little buttons for the sound effects get stuck. You just keep hearing the same sound effect no matter what button you push. Okay. So if you're ready to welcome Fist of the North Star to your manga library, for more details on the campaign, visit their Kickstarter page. First off, like I said, interesting. Definitely a new way to take the entire concept of an ebook. I have never heard of doing it that way before, so that's really cool. So you get the feel of a real book. How come Shonen Jump couldn't do this for their... Oh, never mind. They would go broke. Never mind. I just realized why. They would literally go broke if they had to ship out millions of this ebook like that. Yeah, they would go broke. Holy Christ. They'd go broke. Damn. All right, never mind. I take that back. So, yeah, check that out if you get a chance to. It sounds interesting. Seems entertaining. You never know. Might be good. Then again, like I said, Fist of the North Star seemed really good, at least the parts that I saw of it. I mean, I did see a couple clips from the anime series, and I did see small clips of somebody like scanning manga pages. So I have seen some of it. I just have not read all 18 volumes. Do I look like I have the time to read 18 volumes of manga? I got 20 volumes. I mean, the largest manga collection I own is Bakuman. That's 20 volumes. The shortest I own is Legend. Oh, no. I would say Legends, but hold on. I got a dot hack one that's only 2 volumes long. That's the shortest one I own. Yep. Unless you want to count the omnibus I have of Azumanga Daioh. It's a really good book. But anyway, yeah, so that's not too bad. So, yeah, check it out. Check out their Kickstarter page. Maybe they'll make this thing available. You can buy it. It'll probably be up on Amazon. My guess would be at some point. Somebody will up and kickstart to try to get like 16 of them and sell them on like either eBay or Amazon and scalp them. But either way, you should be able to get a copy of your own at some point in time. Eventually! This is Professor Sherman T. Clump, and you're listening to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast, only on YouTube. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta get back to the kitchen and get back to my sandwich. It's a very special sandwich. You know, I don't think we ever cover a podcast where I don't inevitably or in some way, shape, or form bitch about live-action anime adaptations. Well, guess what? Full Metal Alchemist anime director isn't a fan of live-action casting. So somebody actually sort of agrees with me. I'm happy about that. So last week's Meat Festival, or Niku Fees, I know I butchered that, Tokyo 2017, was host to some anime-related programming, including a panel featuring a roundtable discussion with producers Harushi Kanimura, Tomoki Misawa, and 2003 Full Metal Alchemist anime director Seiji Mizushima. I know I got that one right. When the topic came around to the trend of live-action films based on manga and anime, Mizushima, or Shima, I apologize if I am mispronouncing it, had a few criticisms to air. He had some choice words for the upcoming Full Metal Alchemist film, particularly in terms of casting. It was and I quote on this, by the way, I'm quoting, "It was a bad idea to only use Japanese actors." Whoa! Wow, end quote. So, yeah, first of all, so to quote him, he said, and I quote, "It was a bad idea to use only Japanese actors," end quote. Whoa, that is big. He also added, and I quote, "If you asked me whether I think the cast should pull it, the cast could pull it off, I'd say that no, they can't. It's hard for actors to capture the look and feel of the original manga," end quote. Yes. Oh, God. Yes. 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 I just feel like I just had an out-of-body experience here. Yes. That's why live-action adaptations suck. The producers joined in on the discussion, sharing Michizuma. All right, never mind. They shared his sentiments and citing Takashi Miike's mangled Terraformers adaptation as another recent bad adaptation. As for the Gintama live-action movie, Mishima, his thoughts were short and sweet. Gintama just looked stupid. Yes! 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 That's a shot! Yes! That is like a literal blow to the nads for those of you that like live-action anime adaptations. Here's a note for you. The actual anime director hates it. Yes! 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 Woo! I'd almost say cue the trumpets, cue the music, let's just break dance for the rest of the day. This is, yes! It's never a good sign when somebody that actually directs something, and first off, they're making a live action Full Metal Alchemist, which I'm guessing which he is not happy about to begin with. So, he goes, "It was a bad idea to only use Japanese actors." Yeah, that's a complete backwards thing that Hollywood people were bitching about with the Ghost in the Shell movie starring Scarlett Johansson. They're going, well, Hollywood's whitewashing it because they didn't have enough Asians in it. No, in this case, the Full Metal Alchemist director is telling you, no, it's a bad idea to only use Japanese actors. You gotta have some mixed minorities in this, people. Come on. When you do an anime film, if you ever want to do a live action adaptation just right, and I mean, first off, you do one, you follow it to the T of the manga. And the anime series, if it has one that you're basically mimicking it off of and making it from, you follow it to a T. Dragon Ball Evolution didn't even read one iota of the manga or watch a single episode of the Dragon Ball series. That G-Savior never saw a single thing Gundam related. So, if you want to do a live action adaptation, you definitely have to follow the source material to a T. Not one of these, oh, well, we're just going to do it to a certain point, but we have to branch it off. No. Do it to a T. Follow it to a T. Then, don't just cast one group of people as the actors and actresses. You have to have some mixedness in this. Mix it up a bit. Oh, okay, well, we want to change it up a little bit. Okay, we'll change it up. We'll make this actor like this and this one like that. We'll cast people that fit the roles, not ones that are just because they're the ethnicity that you want to have. I mean, I've been told the live-action Ghost in the Shell movie was good. Personally, I don't want to see it because I'm not a big fan of Ghost in the Shell. I never have been. To me, it was always a series that seemed like it was half-assed from the start. And keep in mind, I'm entitled to my opinion about it. But, in all honesty, if you want to do a live-action adaptation, like I said, you have to have the formula and you have to follow it. It's like a recipe. It's like cooking. You don't go look at the recipe and go, hey, I don't want to do this. I'm going to make, let's say I'm going to make a pizza something or other. Something pizza-related. And instead of putting dough, you decide to use mashed potatoes. That isn't going to work. Okay, it might. I don't know, but I'm never going to eat it at that point, basically. But seriously, that's not going to work. That ain't going to cut it. You got to follow the recipe to a T. You don't just go, oh, well, we want to have this and go from there. No, you have to follow it to a T. This isn't a half-assed sort of approach to something. If you want to do that, there's an entire group of people that you can easily go and pander to. But as far as the live-action adaptations, first off, yes! Yes! They finally said it! That makes me happy. That they actually came right out and said, yes, it was bad. And I just like how his thoughts for Gintama. Oh, that was beautiful. Gintama just looks stupid. Yes! 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 I could not have said that any better myself. So anyway, the new Full Metal Alchemist live-action movie is coming out. Or if it is out yet, I don't know. I think it's out. Because I think there were some reviews for it already. If not, I know it's coming out. Personally, like I said, live-action adaptations. Come on, people. We gotta stop this shit. We can't do them no more. Please, no more. Alright, so YouTube, you're great and you're bad at the same time. Let's sit down and have a little one-on-one chat here for a moment. Shall we, YouTube? You introduce monetization to try to get people to join YouTube, to get some extra income coming in just from doing stupid stuff or trying to get, ads. Then you say, we don't want to have everybody having the ads. We're going broke or we just don't like it anymore. Then you want to fix it up that only certain things can get it. Well, YouTube, as one creator to many, let me say this. It's strange. Now, for those of you out there that are trying to figure out what in the hell I'm talking about, no, I haven't lost my mind and gone insane. YouTube has recently announced that they are planning to roll out sponsorships in the form of monetization for gamers. That's right. So, here's the thing. Back in April, they announced that monetization was going to end for channels that had less than 10,000 lifetime views. My channel, at first, I thought was fine, because certain ones, they said, were going to have a grandfather status, where it's like, okay, if your channel was made prior to this date, you're fine. No, I recently saw on my thing that it is no longer up for debate on that. I have lost monetization on mine, which is fine, because like that old saying goes from that rapper, if you want to get rich, you don't get rich doing YouTube. If you want to get rich, you sell drugs. YouTube is not a way to make money. By the way, I just want to say this again. I do not condone the selling of any illegal narcotics or illegal substances in any way, shape, or form. This PSA is brought to you by Andrew Rhodes. Please do not sue me. So, just going to get that out there. But anyway, so here's the thing. According to the article, after months of beta testing with some of YouTube's most popular gamers, my guess would be motherfucking PewDiePie again, YouTube is ready to release their latest monetization feature. Yay! Fortunately, not everybody's going to be game for it. The feature to YouTube streamers. Sponsorship. I'm waiting for the collective boos to end there. Fans can subscribe to individual channels for a monthly fee of $4.99 or a comparable fee in fans' local currency. So in other words, first off, you got to piss out $5 a month for this. Wow, that's great. So instead of just hitting that subscribe button and being notified that they got a new video coming out, now if you want to know, you got to subscribe and pay $5 a month? I want to go with no on that one. Just a full-on no. Doing so unlocks custom live chat badges and emojis, allowing diehards to stand out in the crowd. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to pull a Lewis Black here for a moment. I want to take back my screw you YouTube for a moment, because if I'd actually be paying $5 a month, I really want to be able to stand out above all the other people paying $5 a month. You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to keep my screw you YouTube at this one. Never mind. Yeah, you get live chat badges and emojis. Oh, wow. And that means what? You're going to stand out in the crowd. That basically means, look at me. I paid money to have myself a badge and a customized emoji. Gee, it's like all those people that play those freemium and free-to-play games for like tablets and on Facebook and on computers, that they're like, look, I have this entirely beautiful kingdom or this entirely greatly customized character. Look how far up in the levels I am. What level are you at? 35? Oh, wow. Oh, how did I get this high? Hard work? Ha! You wish. I just dropped $150 and it just boosted me up this high with all the freebies I got. That's what kind of annoys me with this. Sponsors also gain access to a special sponsor-only chat room and immunity from chat time restrictions. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a beeping minute here, folks. So you mean to tell me that for this $5 a month, not only do you get a chat badge, you get a chat badge, an emoji, so you can stand out in the crowd. So first off, you just basically got the giant middle finger to everybody else sticking up. But then you have a special sponsor-only chat room and immunity from time restrictions in the chat rooms? And streamers have the ability to integrate sponsorship perks into third-party services like Streamlab and Discord? So in other words, if you pay the $5 a month, you're basically literally standing out above everybody else. You know what? Let's see. How would they do this on QVC? I got it. We got this really great sponsorship deal going on here. Yeah, all you YouTubers out there, you're going to love this. We got this really great sponsorship going on here. It's going to be really great. Yeah, for $5 a month, $4.99 USD, or a comparable fee, whatever country you want to do this in, you can have a custom live chat badge and an emoji. And guess what? That way you can stand out above your friends. But that's not all. For a special time offer, you get a special only sponsored chat room and immunity from being kicked out of it by time restrictions. Oh, and the streamers are going to have the ability to integrate sponsorship perks. Oh, but don't worry about it. You're going to love it. All for the low cost of $4.99. YouTube. That to me seems like a gigantic screw you to everybody. YouTube was founded by creators, people that just wanted to take a stupid video, pop it up on YouTube so everyone and their grandma could see it. Oh, you live over in Saskatchewan and you want to see the video of me at the zoo? Not a problem. Check it out on YouTube. Here's the link. Oh, you want to see the video of me explaining how to hook up a television so you don't get electrocuted by accident? Not a problem. Here it is on YouTube. Here's the link. Now all of a sudden it's, unless you want to have sponsors and unless you can gung-hoedly make sure that you can be paid each month, screw YouTube. Well, I never really had any expectations of ever making anything on YouTube, and I will be honest with that. I did it first. I thought maybe I'd get like $20 or something. No, I have no expectations of ever seeing a dime coming from YouTube. I will be honest with that. But the fact that now you've hit the point in time where you literally have to pay a subscription fee to get special perks to put you above everybody else, to me is wrong. This is flat out wrong. In every way possible, this is wrong. But there's an eligibility for this. So don't start ditching your YouTube accounts just yet. Because, by the way, I'm guessing the freebies are still fine. You just can't monetize anything. Which is fine. I'm going to get used to that. I should have just stopped doing that already back in April. Not a problem. To be eligible for sponsorships as a creator, a channel must be categorized as gaming. So you can't have it categorized slice of life or how to or do it yourself. No, got to be categorized gaming. Okay. Be enabled for live streaming, monetized, and have at least 1,000 subscribers. So in other words, you have to make sure you get a decent internet connection, that you're already trying to suckle the teat of the YouTube money cow, or the YouTube cash cow, I should say, and have at least 1,000 subscribers. I think I got 11 last time I checked. So I'm definitely off that list. I don't do gaming. I talk about games, but I don't do live streaming. So I'm definitely off that list. So I'm already don't meet two of the criteria. So I'm done either way. Not that I'm planning on leaving YouTube anytime soon. I still like doing the podcast, so I'm going to stick around until they start telling me that. So they put out a thing that says that nobody can have an account on here unless you're going to have sponsorship or you're going to do certain things. This ain't Twitch. That's the sort of shit you'd see at Twitch, not here on YouTube. So sponsorships are currently available in 41 countries with a full list available in YouTube's Help Center. Creators signed with multiple channel networks will need to have the feature enabled by their network if they aren't already enabled for Super Chat. So what, I guess Ultra Chat and Mega Chat were just unavailable at this time? The revenue sharing, though. This is where it kind of, I'm believing, affects me here. So let me just read through this so you can kind of understand why some other channels can get screwed. So let me read through this and let me explain it. And in case it doesn't cover me, I'll explain what's happened with some of the other channels. Earlier this year, YouTube rolled out Super Chat to all streamers above 1,000 subscribers. Okay, it doesn't affect me right off the bat. Allowing fans to pay upwards of a couple dollars to have a message stand out in the chat room. Oh, God. Gamification using microtransactions has been very popular among other live streaming apps, as well, and one that has proven to be very lucrative for many creators. Yes, if you're freaking PewDiePie or Markiplier or any of the people that literally spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week gaming. I unfortunately have a life. I have a part-time job. I have what most would call a life. I need sleep. I need to eat. I do have to do things that, humans have to do. Use the bathroom. I cannot spend 24/7 gaming. I don't think anybody could. You would eventually start losing your mind. Creators will pocket revenue from sponsorships in the same way Super Chat is split, with 70% going to the creator and 30% going to YouTube. That actually sounds pretty good. In a case study, YouTube notes that the Dutch gaming channel Rocket Beans earned more than 1,500, my apologies, 1,500 sponsors in their first day, about 5% of the channel's total subscriber base. What the hell is Rocket Beans? I don't know. But for non-gaming channels, YouTube is also testing out sponsorships with a handful of non-gaming channels. The platform's paid channel feature, which was launched in 2013, will soon be discontinued. The company noted that less than 1% of creators actually used the paid channel feature since it was released. So, like I said, how does this affect any other YouTubers? Well, basically, for starters, you can no longer monetize your videos. Unless you have 10,000 lifetime subscribers, you can no longer monetize your videos. So, for those of you out there, that means you will no longer see ads appearing on any of my videos. Am I alright with that? Yeah, what the hell? Like I said, I wasn't seeing squat from it anyway, so it's just one less step I have to do to put a video up. Not really a love lost there. For some channels and some people, this may actually be we're no longer going to be doing YouTube, or they're just going to start up their own thing. They'll put up a video on another site, or they'll just put it up like on a blog or something, or they'll vlog, what have you. They'll find other places to go. As far as how this is going to affect YouTube in the long run, well, like I said, they're kind of trying to pull a Twitch here, and I don't think that's the way to go. YouTube has always been the free base of videos. Now it's basically, if you want to watch streamers play, I'm assuming like a Let's Play of something, it's going to cost you $5 a month to watch them. Just so that you can you have to pay them $5 a month to stand out above anybody else. Which, to me, is not really fair. I mean, okay, I'm sponsoring the video. What do I get out of this? Oh, I get a customized emote. Wait, hold on. I can scroll right back up and find that out again. Okay, I could get a customized live chat badge and emojis. I I can stand out in the crowd. I can gain access to a special sponsor-only chat room and immunity from a chat time restriction. Okay. And possibly get some perks from third-party services like Streamlabs and Discord. Yeah, no. So in other words, I'm not going to say like the other people have. All those other creators kept going, well, YouTube's changing. No, I think YouTube's changing is far past it now at this point. I think YouTube's trying to shoot themselves in the foot. And the question is, how much longer are they going to stand until the Titanic sinks? In this case, I mean, how much longer can they go before they lose everybody? I mean, don't get me wrong. There are still people that will put their stuff up for free. I've been one of them. I had my videos monetized. Was I making anything off of it? No. So technically, my stuff was up there for free. You could still access it. I didn't put anything behind a paywall, and I never will. So, yeah, you can still see my stuff. I'm not exactly looking at this going, well, I want you to pay in order to listen to my podcast. First off, I'd be whacked in the head by somebody if I even tried that. And second off, I would lose whatever fans I have left. So I'm not going to do that. I appreciate my fans. I adore all of you. So I'm definitely not going to do that. But yeah, so if you are interested in sponsoring any of the gamers on YouTube, feel free to drop $4.99 USD a month. And then you can have all the lovely stuff I mentioned. It's sort of like the PBS telethon here. It's like, well, here, for a small donation of this much, you can have our lovely umbrella or our lovely tote bag. But for a slightly larger donation, you can have our umbrella with a picture of our tote bag. It's like, ugh. But anyway, that's what's going on with that. So hopefully it all works out. Hopefully everything goes well. Otherwise, whew, YouTube basically just screwed themselves, and I'll just be sitting back and watching the shit show happen. I really will at that point. Now everybody out there knows how I feel about Sword Art Online. Let's face it, I love it. I don't know why everybody hates it, but I love it. Well, guess what? Bandai and Namco Entertainment have revealed the Sword Art Online Replication VR game. In this era where you have VR technology coming out of the woodwork, and believe me, I see enough VR tech. We sell some of those at work. Like the little headbands you can slip your phone into, and you can have a virtual world around you while you're basically blind to everything around you. Let's remember that. So, they came up with this really interesting thing. So, here's the concept of it. Players will play as an unnamed character in Aincrad, fighting alongside Kirito and Asuna. Yay! A dream come true. It's Nerdvana! Well, Bandai Namco revealed this as a new VR project titled Sword Art Online Replication at the Tokyo Game Show 2017 yesterday. The game will take place in Aincrad during the events of the first season of the anime. So basically during the Death Game. Really great idea. Players of the VR game will play as the unnamed character stuck in Aincrad alongside a heroine named Mist, whom he must protect. The VR game will feature players fighting alongside characters like Kirito and Asuna. Or I'm guessing just those two characters. So, Bandai Namco Entertainment is accepting applications until November 15th to test out this game at an event held at Tokyo Sky Tree Solamachi. I know I probably butchered that, and I apologize. From December 8th to December 10th. Selected persons will be notified between November 16th and 30th. First off, I would be a little weary of this. Mostly for the fact that, and I do want to stress this, I'm basically being put into a virtual reality game based on a game where everybody can literally die if their hit points hit 0. I don't know about you, but that does kind of scare me. Then again, from what I saw from the trailer and from the artwork and that I did see in the article, it does look kind of interesting. This was up on, I believe it was either Anime News Network or Otaku USA. So either way, you can check out that for the info, or just type it into a Google search. It'd be really cool. But Riki Kawahara's original Sword Art Online light novel series previously inspired the SAO game Sword Art Online: The Beginning VR demonstration last year. Bandai Namco Entertainment announced a new console game for the franchise, which I did talk about multiple times on this, called Fatal Bullet. The game's going to launch PS4, Xbox One, and PC via Steam early next year. So still, not exactly a bad way to have a series that everybody hates. So everybody hates it, but yet it's still popular, so why do they hate it again? Sort of like the Tootsie Roll Pop. The world may never know. The Absolutely Completely Random Podcast will be right back. Right after I make a Dr. Pepper run. And a few other runs. Hey, I'm human. Now, I don't know about you, but I would really hate to have a delivery person just walk right in through my front door, make themselves, should say him or herself at home, make a sandwich and all that other stuff. Well, guess what? Walmart wants to let delivery persons into your home when you're not there. Yep. So, I'm not exactly, I'm not thrilled about that. Walmart is testing a new service where a delivery person enters your home to deliver groceries or packages when you're not there. No. They're testing this service to drop off packages and put groceries in the fridge. And the service is for busy families that don't have time to stop at a store. The Bentonville, Arkansas-based company is testing it with a small group of tech-savvy Walmart.com shoppers in California's Silicon Valley who have internet-connected locks. So first off, yeah, you would need that. I'm sure as hell not giving Walmart a key. That cold day in hell. The delivery person is given a one-time code to open the door. Walmart says customers will get an alert on their smartphone when someone enters. Well, no shit. I would hope so. I would hope that's the whole basis of having like a keyless entry with an internet lock. Oh, look, somebody just walked into my front door. Huh. I don't know them. That would be bad. Let's see here. Brick-and-mortar retailers facing increasing competition from online retail giant Amazon have been working to make online orders easier for shoppers. Walmart Stores Incorporated, for example, recently teamed up with Google to offer voice-activated shopping. That'd be great. Walmart.com. I would like to buy some type of underwear. Searching for underbear. God damn it. Yeah, voice activated shopping. Ugh. I see bad things. I mean, could you imagine? You don't know what you want to get. That'd be great. Google, Walmart. I'm looking for something. It's small. It's square. It's bright white. You put it somewhere. Damned if I know what it's called. It screws in. I have to flip a switch. Searching for light bulbs. Huh. I don't think that's it, though. That'd be great. But anyway, this is something that I am not comfortable with. I think this is definitely taking this one step too freaking far. I would not be comfortable. If I were a homeowner, first off, I would not be comfortable with somebody just walking right in through the front door, dropping off stuff, and possibly making their way out the door with some of my own belongings. Oh, well, let's see. This person just bought $50 worth of groceries and $70 worth of other things. Yeah, I don't think they need this big screen TV. I see loads of problems with this. Loads of problems. And at first I thought this was a fake story, and I'm still hoping this is, to be honest with you. I'm really hoping that this is a fake story and that somebody's just screwing with people. But in all honesty, it seems too real to be fake. And if Walmart's actually trying this shit, why? Way too difficult to get around. I mean, somebody just literally has to wait for Walmart to just come right to the door, possibly knock out the Walmart associate and rob the damn place. They're going to blame the Walmart associate because they were the ones that went in the door. This, like I said, this to me does not make a very comfortable day. This to me scares me. It is not a good idea. It's horrible. Why would you want to give somebody the freedom to enter your own home when you're not there? That's the whole point of you not being there. Nobody else is supposed to be there that you don't know. Oh, well, your neighbor's walking in to check on your cat. That's fine, I asked him to. Oh, the little bastard from down the street's walking through my front door. Huh. My kid's in the back seat. What's he doing there? This is not something that you want to have made widely available to you, or especially, and I'm going to say this is not something that I would want to have roaming around even anywhere near me. California, Silicon Valley? Yeah! A whole bunch of rich people and computer weirdos live there. Great! And you're basically just going to have them have all their stuff stolen. Wonderful idea! Wow, Walmart, what will you think of next? Why don't you just save us all the trouble and just have a Walmart drive-thru? Just get it over with. I've been saying that for years. Walmart should just have a drive-thru. You know, like McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King. Let's just have a drive-thru. Okay, I need to pick up some underwear. I need some milk. I need a new light bulb. Some pants. Oh, different sizes. That one, and that one. I need shoes. I need some hair care products. Oh, would you like any of this other stuff? Oh, yeah. Hey, kids, you wanted some trading cards, right? Yeah, okay. Which ones? Okay. There's trading cards. Let's see. Yu-Gi-Oh! Some Pokemon. Yeah, all right. What's my bill? Oh, that's not bad. Please pull around to the first window. Your order will be ready shortly. And they just literally yank it off the shelves. You see Walmart employees running around pulling stuff off the shelves as quickly as they can. Why don't we just do that and get it over with? Screw having the delivery person come right to your home. Let's just have the Walmart drive-thru. Make it so much easier. Oh, God. Like I said, Walmart, what will you think of next? All right. So, if you're like me, or and to a lesser extent like my mom, you can't live without the internet in one way, shape, or another. You're either on it on a tablet or a laptop or a desktop, or like for those many people out there, you're on it on your smartphone or your iPhone or maybe even your iPod. I don't know. I think they got Safari built into those little bastards now for the last time I checked. But anyway, if you are, well, good news. There's a series coming out. It's premiering on October 10th, and it deals with rehab for net addicts. So here's the entire thing. With the proliferation of smartphones and social media services, internet addiction is a timely issue. And now in a new anime series dealing with that very issue, it's on its way courtesy of Emon Animation Company, or EAC, I guess they can call themselves. That series is called Evil or Live. And it's based on a webcomic of the same name by Ling Zhao Nan. I know I butchered that, and I apologize profusely for that. Evil or Live will premiere October 10th and stars Shinichiro Ueda, Koki Uchiyama, and Chika Anazi. And I'm really trying my best to get these Japanese names, but they're starting to get harder and harder each time. And it's not that I'm like losing my mind or something. It's that pronouncing them, you want to make sure you get it just right. You don't want to screw it up. As net addicts in a special elite retraining school that turns out to be a little more than a prison. Whoa, 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 whoa. So in other words, you're basically throwing them in jail because they want to be on social media. There's a soulless joke in here somewhere. By soulless, I mean I don't want to say it. And I really don't want to say the joke. There's one in here. Anybody out there that wants to say it, feel free to say it. I'm not touching it. The series will run for 12 episodes. So basically the standard length of an anime series. Uh, Emon is known for series like A Centaur's Life and The Silver Guardian. It's a Chinese/Japanese animation studio founded in 2015. Really not touching it. I'm really not. That's just nailing the point home more, and I'm really not touching it. So check it out. Premieres October 10th. I guarantee it'll probably be on Crunchyroll. If not, probably like some clips will be up on YouTube some at some point. Check it out. Sounds entertaining and interesting. Sounds weird too, but then again, you never know. Some stuff might be good, even though it seems like it's strange and or weird. All right, everybody, that's going to do it this week for the podcast. I have to admit, I've had a lot of fun with everybody. I'm double-checking my list here to make sure that I got everything, and yeah, I did. So, really great being here with everybody this week. I really am really glad to have fans like you that come here, listen to me rant and rave for like an hour or so each week. Listen to my Andrew Rants videos if you do, or at least acknowledge that they exist. My theory videos, which I do have a few more of those I want to come up with. At least record, I should say. So either way, it feels really great to have fans like you. So, like I said multiple times, especially last week, thank you. Thank you so much. I know I made my one fan very happy when I gave them the shout out last week, and your comment really, I really want to say this. It really made my day. Last Sunday morning when I was, not Sunday, last Monday morning, because I uploaded this on a Sunday. I really can't think today. Last Monday morning, I was really not having the world's greatest day. I overslept a little bit. I thought, today's really not that great of a day. When I read that comment from you, it really did make my day. So I really wanted to thank you for that. But anyway, thank you so much for being here for the Absolutely Completely Random podcast. I will see everyone next week. Let me check the dates here. I'm on the calendar. All right, next week will be the last podcast for September. I know today's actually my class reunion. I'm not going to it, unfortunately. Mostly, and it was ironic that I actually said I wasn't going to be going prior to the cutoff date because I didn't know about work. And it was ironic because I almost had to work this weekend. And at the last minute, we were told, no, you don't have to worry about that. So I didn't want to go because of that main reason. And that was the reason that I stood by. And it almost actually happened. It was like a Hail Mary at the last minute. So it's really sad. But anyway, my classmates, if they want to, they can find me on YouTube. Come on, you can hear my voice on YouTube, and I'm friends with most of you on Facebook. So, there's that. But anyway, thank you everybody for being here. If you have any suggestions for topics, feel free to tweet them to me at OtakuRoads on Twitter. Or you can email them to me to, all lowercase by the way, acrpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions that you'd like me to answer for like a future FAQ, which I am trying to get some questions up for that, I've actually run out. I thought I had a couple left over, but I don't, unfortunately. So if anybody has any questions that they like, you can either leave them in the comment section of this video, in which case I'll probably just answer it then right off the bat, or you can email them to me at acrpodcast@gmail.com, or send them to me and shoot them my way on Twitter at OtakuRoads. And until next week, I am Andrew Rhodes. It has been really great being here. And I do not know when Professor Clump's coming back. Last time I saw him or even heard from him, he was on vacation in a very tropical place. Very tropical. Don't know where. But anyway, hopefully he'll return. I know he wants to come back and do a couple episodes, so maybe he'll come back next week. Maybe I can convince him to come back. I don't know. But anyway, folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me into your homes, and I will catch you all next time here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Bye, everybody, and have a great rest of the week.